Alright guys, we're back again for lesson 89, and I'm learning things as I go through and do these videos. I'll try to put the lesson up at the top of the chalkboard here so you can see it. Lesson 89, diagonals, interior angles, and exterior angles. Diagonals, when I think of a diagonal, I think of a baseball field, a diamond, a baseball diamond. When we talk about diagonals, diagonals mean that we are going from one side to the other. So for a diagonal, we are going from home plate to second base. So diagonal almost, in this case, for a square, we're cutting it in half. However, we've discussed some of this before. Diagonals for other figures would be different. Here we have our octagon. So our diagonals could be this. So diagonal, cutting from one side to the other. Now the other thing that it's talking about is interior and exterior angles. Now we know that with a triangle, there's 180 degrees for every triangle. So on some of these, they will ask you to find out what is the interior angle or what is the exterior angle. So with our square here, if we look at two triangles of 180 degrees and we add those, our interior angle would total 360. Over here with the octagon, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interior angles, or interior triangles. And if we know that each triangle is 180 degrees, and if we take that times 6, 6 times 0 gives us 0, 6 times 8 is 48, carry on 4, 6 times 1, 6, plus 4 is 10. The total interior angles for our octagon would be 1080. Okay? So, we've got to make sure we are looking at that. Now, the other thing that we can do, if we look at this, and we know that there is 1080 degrees inside this octagon. If we want to know what each interior angle is going to be, this is our total interior. If we want to know specifically what each interior angle is going to be, we take our total, which was 1080, and we divide it by the number of sides, which in this case is 8. It's an octagon. 8 into 10 goes once. Into 28, 3. And into 40, 5. So the interior measure of each angle of an octagon, this octagon, is going to be 135 degrees. Okay? So that is where we are starting with our interior angles. Now, let's look at example 2 on page 602. All right. Example 2. Mora inscribed a regular hexagon in a circle. Find the measure of each angle of the regular hexagon. Now, you guys know that my drawings are not all that great. That's example 2, by the way. It says she put this inside a circle. So let's find out how many diagonals. One, two, three, 4. So that means 180 degrees in a triangle times 4. So we get 0. 4 times 8, 32. 4 times 1 plus 3, 720. So there's 720 degrees total. Now with a hexagon, there are 6 sides. So we're going to take that 720 in terms of finding the interior angle. Divide by 6. 6 into 7 once. 6 into 12, 2. Which leaves us with 0. So the interior angle of this hexagon is 120 degrees. Okay, so interior angles. Now if you look at example 3, it says draw a quadrilateral in one of its diagonals. What is the sum of the measures of the interior angles? That's just like we did at the very beginning with the baseball field. You ended up with 2 triangles. So you would take 2 times the measure of your triangle, 180 degrees, which would give you 360. Now, exterior angles. This is going to be a combination of the interior angles to find our exterior. Let's go back to our hexagon. Okay? With our hexagon, you remember that we just did, it cut into 4 triangles, and we did the math, and we found that each interior angle was 120 degrees. Now, do you remember what is the measure of a straight line in terms of degrees? It is also 180. So if we want to find this exterior angle, then we're going to take the interior angle subtracted from a straight angle. And then our answer is our exterior angle. So if our interior is 180, or I'm sorry, our straight line is 180, our interior is 120, and that gives us an exterior angle of 60 degrees, which is example 4. So interior angle, find your diagonals, multiply times 180, and then divide by the number of sides. Exterior angle, once you found your interior angle, subtract that from 180 degrees, and that will give you your exterior angle. Okay? So lesson 89, interior, exterior angles. On lesson 89, 1 through 30, except number 22, cross out B. Number 22, cross out B. Otherwise, you can do all of lesson 1 or lesson 89, 1 through 30, except 22B. That is it for this week, other than Thursday, and I will explain that later on in the week. But focus on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll go into next week's, and we will get going on lesson 90 then. Have a great week, and we'll see you guys later.